I correctly predicted that President Trump would not be annexing Greenland, at least not yet. The reason I was able to do this is because I spent 4 years of President Trump's first term working at US Embassy London for the American government. In that role, I was able to gain a very strong first-hand experience of how this president tends to negotiate. And it follows a pretty standard playbook. Step 1, he makes clear what he wants, and he makes a pretty forward-leaning, some would say extreme statement of how he wants to get there. In this case, he wants Greenland, and he threatened US military annexation of it. That definitely focuses minds, which is what he wanted to do, and it focused minds amongst European leaders and NATO leaders. Step 2 is you threaten to raise prices, in this case, tariffs. He threatened to raise prices and tariffs on the countries and governments most opposed to what he wanted to do. And then step 3 is he tries to build an off-ramp that suits his purposes. In this case, the off-ramp is he wants to purchase Greenland from Denmark. To be clear, I don't think that's going to happen. The Danish government has made that clear. But also on the American side, you would need congressional approval, and Congress is not in a space where it wants to spend that amount of money buying Greenland. My advice would be, first, offer to pay or build new military bases in Greenland for the US military. It doesn't matter if there's already a pre-existing treaty or that the US already has access. That's besides the point. He wants something new and preferably named after him. Step 2 is upgrade your existing trade and investment treaties in a way that suits American interests, usually in the form of preferential access for minerals or resources. Again, it doesn't matter if that already exists. Update it and have an elaborate ceremony and celebration around it, as a way of solidifying ties between the US and other European countries, for example. And step 3 is you want to hope that he finds a new point of interest to focus on. In this case, my view of who's next in line for this will be the Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney, who made a pretty forward-leaning speech at Davos about President Trump, and also went on a quasi-state visit to Beijing a week or two ago, in an effort to foster stronger trade ties between Canada and China. The reason why I think this will come up next is because Canada and the US are about to renegotiate USMCA, what used to be known as NAFTA, which is how trading terms between the US and Canada are agreed.